I am Frankie, and this is my husband Pra, and we are the Eshens, and we are here to have some juicy conversations, some discussions. I hope you enjoy.
Guys, just before we get into it, we're not experts on anything. This is just us having a conversation. These are just our own opinions, okay?
In May, we'll have been married for 9 years.
How's it been for you?
It's been okay.
It's been amazing for you. What do you mean it's been
What
okay?
do you mean?
Been
It's
amazing.
been okay. It's been
okay.
No, it's been good.
So we've got 3 kids.
3 kids.
Enzo, Xavier, and Esperanza. Yeah.
2 girls and a boy.
2 girls and a boy.
Oh my God, 2 boys. Wow. 2 boys.
Wow.
I meant to say 2 boys and a girl.
So we've got 3 wonderful kids. Do you have a favourite?
No.
You don't have a favourite?
No.
Like, is there a child out of the 3 that you look at and be like, oh, like, do you know what I mean? Like, because I know some parents have favourites.
Yeah, no.
Some parents have favourites, and then they'll be like, they're not even shy about it. They'll be like, do you have a favourite child? And I'm like, yeah, John. Or Steve,
Yeah.
you know?
That's not right. But even if you do as a parent, don't let the child know, or don't let people know, I don't think.
So you don't?
I don't have a favourite.
Okay.
No. Do you have a favourite
No,
child?
I don't.
But you know what I think though, don't you?
What do you think?
That sometimes you allow Xavier more than let's say you do.
I feel like Xavier is a bit more challenging. Enzo is very mature. He doesn't cause any issues. You tell him to do something, he does it. He looks after himself. He's just, he's like a mature young man. Xavier needs a bit more, like you need to be firm with him. If you tell him to do something, you have to tell him like 5 times. So it's like, I feel like I have to be a bit more hands-on. I spend a lot of time telling him off.
You do, but...
So I like to balance it out.
I feel like you also, you tell him off, but you're also like, oh, it's okay, Xavier.
Yeah, because I'm trying to balance it out. I don't want him to grow up and be like, oh, Daddy likes Enzo more than he likes me, or he's always telling me off, he doesn't tell Enzo off. So, as much as I tell him off, I want to balance it out with a bit more love and encouragement, and just to balance it out. I don't want always to be telling him off and being harsh with him, and
even though he's being naughty.
Yeah.
But then how do you think that looks to Enzo though?
Well, Enzo's older and Enzo is mature. He seems to understand things a bit more. So Enzo should be okay with it. And if he's not, as he's growing, we're going to have conversations. I'll be like, Enzo, listen, your brother's this or whatever. So sometimes I need to be a bit more this way to balance it out. Do you know what? I think raising kids, from my own childhood, I think a lot of problems come from a lack of communication. Parents that don't speak to their kids and explain things to them, they leave room for some sort of resentment. Or you treat my brother better than you do me, or you treat my sister better, or you always take my sister out. That kind of thing. But if parents speak to their kids and say, listen, I'm spending a bit more time with your brother because he needs it, or we're doing this because of this. It makes it a bit more understandable. Everyone understands, everyone in the family understands where we are and why certain things are happening. It's not like we're playing favoritism, So
I know you mentioned communication, but when I was growing up, I felt like my sister didn't do much in the house and I done most of it, And my mum would be like, oh, because, when I ask her to do something, she doesn't want to do it. So you please just do it for me, So my mum's explained it to me. That didn't stop me resenting my sister though. I
get it, but I wouldn't do that. If Xavier needs to do something and he's not doing it, he has to do it. If I overload Enzo and then I explain to him, it's not going to make no difference. You need to do what you need to do. We're going to communicate, but everyone's going to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So our kids have tablets, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know how I'm in 2 ways with this one. Obviously, recently, Esper has automatically got one just because Enzo's got a new one, so it's a hand-me-down.
That needs to go.
It does, because I can see that she's too...
No, it needs to go. We need to take her back.
Yeah, we do.
She's too young to be...
But then you say that, they all had one at that age.
Yeah, okay, well...
Do you remember my mum gave her one to Enzo when he was 2?
But we need to change that.
Okay, cool. I agree in a way, because even when I watch her and the way she's too engrossed in it. Yeah, so I totally agree. Anyway, so that leads me to my question. Is screen time the enemy? I
would like to reduce the amount of screen time they have, a lot. I really want to cut it down to an hour a day. I feel like They spend too much time on the tablets. I would want them to be out more, doing more productive stuff, drawing, painting. As much as I want them to be proficient with the tablets and with technology and stuff like that, I feel like that will come naturally anyway because, you know, where we are right now in society, everyone uses tablets, laptops, you know, phones, whatever. You can't get away from it. But at this tender age, I think it would be good to just reduce it, cut it down to like an hour, you know, hour a day. But they don't obviously they don't get their tablets on a weekday.
That's
anyway.
what I was even about to say. They don't, Monday to Friday, they don't have tablets, so that's out of the question.
But the days that they do get it, I think we need to cut it down to like an hour.
And I think it goes back to different children because Enzo, even with his tablet, he's actually doing productive stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. So Enzo's he probably draws the majority of the time on his tablet. He does learning. He actually goes on Google World.
Yeah, Enzo's actually productive
on his tablet. So exactly. Whereas Xavier,
he would just watch YouTube or play games.
and literally be flicking through shorts. As a parent too, I give it to them for peace of mind. Do you get me?
Yeah. It makes sense. Sometimes it's good to just give them the tablets, let them do what they want to do, just so you can have some peace to concentrate on some other stuff. When I'm working and I've got the kids, you know, a lot of times I like to just let them watch TV or whatever, just so I can focus on, you know, but like, if we're not doing anything, we're free, the kids are free, you know, like there's no reason why they should just be on a tablet. Like we need to just cut that right down and just, you know, find more productive things for them to do. So since we don't have favourites, can you love your kids equally?
Definitely. I don't see why you wouldn't. I think favouritism is what leads to you not loving them equally or maybe you loving a child more. Do you get what I mean? But I believe I do.
But you enjoy your kids for different things though, don't you?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. I feel like...
Because they're different kids that have different characters and personalities.
Yeah. Like, for example, Xavier, funniest child ever. Like, so funny. He actually makes us laugh. Like, the things he does. Even when he's doing something that is driving you crazy, there's an element of funniness in there. He genuinely believes...
Because he thinks he's a comedian.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
he does.
He probably gets it from me because I am funny.
You're funny.
You don't think I'm funny? No. I make you laugh every day. What are you talking about? Listen, I have brought joy into your life. Don't try it.
I'm not saying you haven't.
Laughter.
But okay, there's different
Comedy.
types of joy. I do think he's very like you though.
In what way?
Oh my God. Xavier cannot be uncomfortable and that's you. You cannot be uncomfortable.
I can, but I don't like to be uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he can as well, but he's decided that I don't want to be. That of him reminds me of you a lot. And sometimes I just watch him and I laugh. And especially like if you're telling him off, and I'll just be in my head, I'll be like, look at the pot calling the kettle black.
Okay.
He's very like you in that sense, yeah. But yeah, so I enjoy his comical side, whereas Enzo, I feel like I love our conversations right now. You know, and I feel like he tells me stuff. Yeah, he's just at that age where the conversations are lit. Like, we have good convos. Obviously, Esper, I love Esper's girly side. And I find we do makeup together. Even when I'm doing my makeup, she's like, can I see? Or, you know, things like that. Real girly girl. And I love that.
Enzo has a very special place in my heart just because he's my first child, you know? And Xavier, I love Xavier because I look at him and it just makes me smile every time. Like, he's always doing something funny. He's always, you know, like... Yeah, like, I just love his character. And Esper, every time, like, I come home, Daddy, and she'll run to me and stuff, you know, like...
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go on.
So I thought Esper, because she's a girl, you're Esperanza, I thought she would get away with more stuff with you, but I feel like you're quite strict on her, you know? Not strict in as... Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't let her get away with stuff.
Why should I?
But I always just had this thing
I was going to spoil her?
She's your girl. You've always wanted... I think I have this notion of dads and their girls, yeah? And I don't see you like that with her at all. I feel like you're more strict on her than I am.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but I'm like, why? Yeah, I just feel like she doesn't get away. Like, you actually be like...
Because I don't want spoiled kids. That's what it is.
Okay.
I don't want any of the kids to be spoiled. And I feel like where she's so close to Xavier and they're such buddies, she learns a lot of his bad...
She's literally his protege.
Yeah, she learns a lot of his bad behaviour. I just don't want her to be spoiled and to be naughty and then go out in the world and embarrass us or become a problem.
No, she wouldn't though.
Yeah, but it starts from home. any of the kids. If we leave it till they're teenagers, it's too late.
They-
But I just don't want her to be spoiled.
Okay.
And then it becomes a problem for her.
Is
when
it especially because she's a woman, she's a girl, or is it just all the kids? Okay.
just all the kids. Look at Xavier. I'm strict with Xavier, right? Yeah. So the last two kids are similar in temperament.
Yeah, they are.
So I'm a bit more, you know, but then I like to balance it out. Whereas Enzo, angel.
Yeah.
You know?
Just gets on with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously with your 3 kids and everything, yeah, what do you think about gentle parenting? I don't agree with it.
You don't agree with gentle parenting?
Gentle parenting works for gentle children.
Yes.
We have one gentle child.
And that's why we're gentle with Enzo.
We sound out of order, we're not. For example, sometimes even if I shout at Enzo, I feel so bad.
Yes. Is parenting overwhelming for you sometimes? Does it overwhelm you sometimes?
Yes. I wouldn't say parenting per se. Well, I guess it is. The responsibilities that come with parenting. And there's just a lot to do. I'd say that. There's a lot to do. And sometimes I feel like I'm doing a lot of it and it becomes... So I'm doing a lot, which is cool, no problem. And then you've got someone working against you while you're trying to do a lot. So, for example, like you've asked someone to put their socks on and they take 30 minutes to do it. That now becomes a lot. And I do get overwhelmed in that sense. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. For example, when I'm with all 3 kids, it can be. Yeah.
Do you know I'm asking that? Because, you know, growing up here, I never saw my mum struggle as a parent. I never saw my mum struggle. I don't know if it's because I was a child and everything is just rosy to a child and everything is...
When you say struggling, in what sense? Like
she found parenting difficult, or do you get it? Like, I feel like my mum would just... I'm sure if I speak to her, it'll be a whole different, you know... But I felt like my mum was just gliding through it.
That's nice,
and
though.
She was just... Yeah,
Your mum does have a cool temperament, though.
She does.
Unlike myself.
You say unlike yourself?
Well, not that I don't have a cool temperament, but I shout a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. But my mum shouted a lot as well, though.
Maybe one of these episodes we'll get our parents to come and sit down and talk to us and
give us would say
and show us the reality of how they raised us. Yeah.
How do you think I make it look?
You look like you have moments where you struggle with parenting in terms of like the kids are a lot, and I understand why it's a lot for you sometimes, because I like to focus on the work and trying to help us make money, blah blah blah, and try and secure our future, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I help you with parenting, like I bath the kids sometimes, you know, like in the morning. Sometimes I help with breakfast. I feed them, making breakfast, feed them, blah, blah, blah. If it's dinner time, I'll feed it. I help, right? But the bulk of the daily child rearing, I feel like is on your shoulders. So like obviously you send them to school. Most mornings you do breakfast, you feed them, you send them to school, and then you come back. I do my bit, but the bulk of child rearing, I would say, is on your shoulders. So like, I see and understand why sometimes it appears difficult for you. And then obviously whenever I see that you're kind of struggling a bit, I like to come and, you know, swoop in and kind of do my little bit and then try and be Superman or whatever. But like, the vast majority of it is on your shoulders.
So it's
but it's like, you know when they switched swimming classes from that place.
Yeah.
Do you know I came with you that first time?
So you know,
just so that like I can take some weight off your shoulder if I needed to. Do you get it? So it's like you do so much, and I try to put myself in there whenever I can, just to take some of the burden off your shoulders. You know, my day is literally me thinking of ways to try and make us as much money as we can, so we are financially stable. It's also doing the work. You know what I'm talking about. But my job is so much easier as a parent, all because of you. And I thank you for that, because...
It's so wild to hear, though.
Why is it wild to hear?
No, it's nice, I get it, but it's also wild in the sense of, because like every other day I'm probably blowing a gasket.
But I just want to say, as a family, we thank you for everything you do. I see it, we see it. I appreciate it more than I can ever explain to you, and that's why I always like wanna work hard, put certain things in place so like you can just chill, you know, like you can have that big house with like everything you need to just make your life a bit more easier, you know.
Don't think you don't do well as well. You are hands-on with the kid. I can fully go out and leave the kids with you. Yeah, that I know they will be clothed and fed and showered. You also look after the kids, so I can have that. I like to go out. I say like to go out like I'm going somewhere, but it's not even that. It's just like brunch, dinners and stuff like that.
You like to go out?
Yeah, but it's not like I'm going raving or something.
But it doesn't matter. You like to go out.
Okay.
Like Christmas, you went out like 20
Yeah, but it's it
like
wasn't 20 times. It was like 6 times.
So how many Christmas dinners do you want to go to?
Different groups, different sets of friends.
And then you go for what? Christmas walk. What did you call it?
Christmas walk. Do you know how nice it was?
Okay. Do you know sometimes I see you, and like, let's just say certain things, you're having a conversation with one of the kids, or you're telling them off. All you had to do was just be firm. It's like you're giving a child like 10 chances. And all you had to do was give them 1-2 chances followed by punishment, but you don't do it. And then you're stressing because you've told the child to do it 10 times.
We are totally different people.
Yeah, we are. We handle things differently.
Yeah, totally different people.
Like most dads, when you speak to them, they handle things the way I handle things. You know?
You're men.
They tell you something, 1, 2. It's like we're very
men are practical.
direct and very practical, and it's like once, twice, and then we react. Whereas, even speaking to some of your female friends, it's the same thing. You don't tell the child to do something like 10 times.
Do you think it's more, as parents, is it more important to be present or to provide?
Both. It's a balancing act. I don't think you can have one without the other. If you're present but you don't provide, the kids lack stuff. And if you provide and you have lots of money but you're not present, come on, we all know what happens, and the kids go wayward. And yeah, so I think with like anything to do with parenting, it's a balancing act. You need to be present, you need to provide things that kids need financially. They also need your presence.
I think, for example, me and you, I think we're both very much present and also providing for our kids, but there's 2 of us. Now, I think back to how I grew up with my sister and just my mum in a single parent household. My mum was present, she was, but there was also loads of times where she wasn't because she had to provide for us. And it didn't lead to any resentment from me. I don't resent her. I don't ever recall her coming on a school trip, ever. But I don't hate her for it. There were certain things that obviously she couldn't come to. Do you get what I mean? But my point I'm trying to say is, it's not so easy when there's only one parent.
100%.
To do. One parent can't do both, balance that well at all. I don't, see how you can. However, what it did do though, is it made me know exactly how I wanted to bring up my kid. Do you get what I mean? Obviously, God being so good, we've been able to establish that between ourselves. But it just made me think a lot about my childhood. Every time you're in the garden with the kids, I'm not jealous, but like my inner child is like, wow, I wish I had that. Do you get what I mean? Because there's something, 2 parents give something totally different from what one. Totally different.
It's a balancing act, but you lean into your strengths, right?
Yeah.
So where you excel, let's say you can be there more than you can provide, cool, do that. If you can provide more than you can be there, do that also. But being there is very important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think of how I grew up in my teenagers. There wasn't a lot of money. Yeah, I have some memories from that period that, I don't love. So I always try my best to make sure we have enough for the kids, and I think we're even maybe spoiling the kids
Your
a bit.
kids are spoiled. They don't...
So I think maybe we're doing a bit too much in that area, or spoiling them a bit too much, I don't know. But obviously that comes from us trying to give the kids the things we didn't have, or better than we had. Long story short, you need both.
Both, yeah.
If I had to pick one, spend more time with the kids. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did, and hopefully we'll have another episode for you sometime soon, discussing something else.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys on the next one.
Peace out.